Yes, please.
Currently working in an organization called Godrej. I'm a design engineer actually. My passion is to act in films actually. So I started getting practice in acting. So I want to break myself more actually, to communicate to everyone, to speak to every individual, and to open up. So that's the reason I came to this session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rahul Subramanian. I have more than 15 years of experience in the oil and gas industry. So I have come here to develop my communications. Nice to meet you, everyone.
Good afternoon. My name is Harish Nikla. I'm learning acting for the past 2 years. The industry is all about communication, so I'm kind of bad at it, so I want to do it.
Yes, please.
I'm Surya. I'm currently a student at SRM. I'm first year CSE. I have come here to improve my communication.
Thank you. Later part of the meeting, we will continue. It's okay. Would you like to come here, please?
I'm working as a project manager in Mahindra. So I would like to develop my communication skills and to reduce my hours and things as I do now. So that's the reason I'm trying.
So I'm the proceeding officer of the day. Anyone gives us an opportunity to take up a leadership. Today, that opportunity was given by our president as well as the VP, because both are not here. And the final minute, they pushed me. Yeah, you are the proceeding officer. So if you are pushed by someone else, don't be afraid. That is an opportunity to learn. That is an opportunity to become a leader. So when I push you in the final minute to take up some role, don't see me as an enemy. See me your guide. With this, I would like to introduce the Toastmaster of the day. He's a very senior Toastmaster, having more than 30 years experience in central government job, and he's a committed Toastmaster. He can take the stage forward. The Toastmaster of the day, Srikanth Kutikrishnan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. How are you all doing? Thank you for coming in this afternoon. There are many ways to start a meeting such as this. I think I'm going to tell you a story from the legacy of the heart told by Buddha to his students. He said there are two people who have been living inside of us up until now. One is your ego, which is demanding, which is easily offended, thinks that it's special, and believes in separateness, careless, and insane. The other is your hidden higher self, whose beautiful voice is rarely heard or attended to. All that I'm going to talk about this afternoon is how you can overcome this ego and get to the point of your higher self and go to a realm or a field of a very high energy or a force which is residing in each and every one of us, and tap into that energy and live a life which is way beyond anything that you have ever contemplated or comprehended up till now. All that I'm going to speak to you this afternoon comes from my heart, doesn't come from any canned speech that I toss around while speaking to different groups of people across Chennai and other states. It's something that I'm working on in my life. And I truly believe it's transformed my life to a very great extent from where I am and what I am up to now. It's because of this victory of your self over the ego. I'm going to share a couple of keys of how you can do this and how you can transform your life. Instead of living a life of consciousness or what we call the animal consciousness. Coming into this world, raising a family, getting a job, and then they bury you in an ordinary tombstone. Never people get to know what you have done. Human beings have a capacity to go beyond your physical being to your spiritual being. This has nothing to do with religion, not has to do anything, or I'm not promoting any caste or culture. It is something that is there in each and every one of us. I'm going to share this with you during the course of the meeting, and today I would like to give you an idea how this meeting is going to unfold. We have 3 important sessions today's meeting. Rather, it's 4. We have a very special education session. Toastmaster Pearl is here. Hi, Pearl. She's going to tell us about body language, how important it is in our communication. And the first segment is going to be called the prepared speech. From the word prepared, you get to know speakers come here and they give a speech which they have been preparing for quite some time. They get to incorporate certain objectives in their speech. A speech with objectives is called a prepared speech. The next is the most interesting thing, I'm sure all of you would be looking forward, is called the table topics. The funny thing about table topics, how the term came was that when people were sitting around a table and when somebody wanted to talk about a topic, the moment the topic was given to the guest who was sitting across the table, everybody put their head down because nobody was willing to speak. That's how the term table topic came out. There are a lot of interesting things about this. So table topic is going to be the second session. A table topic master would explain how this is going to happen. And the third one is something like you wait for your examination results. Most of us, we want to know how well we have done. All of you. You're going to have an evaluation, which is being done by a group, which is headed by a general evaluator. And today we have a founding member, a person who is well known across District 120, a charter member, and innumerable Toastmasters under her guidance have become what they are today is because of our general evaluator. So please help me welcome in general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dave, Toastmaster Srikanth. A very warm welcome to all the Toastmasters here, and especially, don't worry, I know that's not my time. So, very warm welcome to all those who are here, both current, the past, and future Toastmasters. So, as our Toastmaster explained, each meeting has 3 segments. But what we think what we find or we believe in Toastmasters is that we are a continuously evolving organization, a learning organization. So every meeting, we try to ensure that every member of the meeting does their roles properly. We try to ensure that the meeting is conducted according to the agenda given. Each person performs their roles meticulously, and we ensure that every meeting is evaluated for the quality of the meeting. As general evaluator, I will therefore be conducting all the other, watching all the other events, and the Toastmaster today will be conducting the events. My first observation as a general evaluator is a request for all those who are role players here to please refer to other role players as Toastmasters. Lady Toastmasters can be referred to as Madam Toastmaster. So, Madam Toastmaster, our distinguished education sessionist today is Madam Pearl. I have 2 teams to help me. The first is what we call the tag team. We have the timer. Please stand up. Our timer will be conducting the timing. Can you introduce yourself and tell us all about what you're going to do today?
There are three lights, green, yellow, and green is yellow, so so these are three lights which is going to help you in calculating your time and speed. So that is for that.
Can you just demonstrate by pressing each thing so that we can see the red clear? Yeah. In. And if you really overshoot your time, if you overshoot your time, you get a? Yes, thank you. So the idea is that we all keep within our time limits. Thank you, Toastmaster Prakash. I invite Toastmaster Akash.
Toastmasters media cases. They are playing account the role. The purpose of that is to not any boring words or because sounds things that while anyone who speaks during the meeting. Words may be the junction suggest and well, but so uneven. Sounds may be
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akash. And remember, the R counter is not waiting like a dentist for you to open your mouth. The idea is for you to reduce the obstacles in your speech that prevent the audience from getting a smooth flow when you are speaking. So that's the R counter's role. Now, request our Madam Toastmaster to tell us about her role as the grammarian.
Good evening, everyone. So, welcome here. So, today my role is going to be the grammarian role. So, everyone must be wondering what is grammarian, all the facts are going to. So, my role is that, like, how well the language is being used throughout the session. So, language in it could be anything. It could be the word, unique word, or the quotes or sayings. So, it's about anything that you're bringing into your conversation. So, and there is one additional part of this role is about, so we have a word for the day, so which is called exuberant. The word is exuberant. So, as Mr. Toastmaster of the day, Shrikant sir said, like, how the energy should be, spread across, right? So, this word is complete, this word means it is full of energy, and how we are using this word to spread that energy across your conversation and communication. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster Revati. And every one of us comes to Toastmasters to learn public speaking. And it's nice hearing other people's speeches, but at the end of the day, how did I speak? What do you think I did? Could I have done better? So for each prepared speech, we have an individual evaluator who will tell you how you did as per your project objectives. That team will be revealed when the time comes. Meanwhile, I hope we have an exuberant meeting and I hand the video over back to our Toastmaster.
Thank you. Just evaluate explaining the roles and responsibilities of the team that she's going to head this afternoon for today's meeting. And now it's time to start. What did I tell you was the first session? Prepared speech. We have two brilliant speakers lined up this afternoon for you. And first, before that, there is an impromptu session, and I request our impromptu master to please come forward. Mr. Geeta Shroff.
Good afternoon, everyone. So you must be all wondering what is an improv session, right? So till last night, even I was not sure about it until Toastmaster Abhilash called me and pushed me into it. Like how President, he just told us that when you're pushed to do something, it's better you take it up because you will end up learning something. So I did the same thing, Toastmaster Palmisamy. I accepted the proposal because I was supposed to evaluate somebody, and then that speaker did not turn up. So it just so happened that I had to take up the session. Fine, let me begin the session. So before this, let me tell you the guidelines. I will be starting the session with one story. So I will just start the story and I will pass it on to you. So you can add your inputs and you can build upon the story. So for instance, the turn goes to yet another person, a Toastmaster or a guest. And when I tell you change, you need to make some change. For instance, if you're saying that the girl just woke up, you should say that the girl went to sleep. Your story should change. There should be some change in the story. It could be a location change, it could be an activity change or anything which you feel apt at that point of time. So do I begin the story now?
Yes.
Yes. So I will tell you all one story. This story, it's my favorite story. It is a story about a person called Maria. So this person, she was neither very rich nor was she poor. She was neither very ugly nor was she beautiful. She was neither rich nor was she poor. And she worked in a big company as the secretary of this one organization. And she lived with her mother in a small apartment. So her life was very boring. And not many people knew her. And people who knew her knew that her life is also would be as much boring as she is. Right? So here I invite, or I'll give you one more time. So one day as she was walking to her office, she came across a new hat shop that had opened up. Here I stop. You can add your creativity and you can finish the story. So I invite a Toastmaster for this. Who's willing to come? A non-role player mostly. Toastmaster Lakshmi Narayan. She was on her way to the office. She saw a new hat shop that opened up in her street
And she entered into the hat shop. She saw multiple hats in the shop. So each with different designs, like the one they have in the pink and the one in the green, one in the red. There are multiple hats. And she thought she was keep wearing one by one. She felt she looks beautiful in the hat. So she tried another hat. She looked much more beautiful. Then she added one more glasses, specs to her. She felt that she's looking more beautiful than what she was. And she was very happy. She was smiling at a person. I probably heard this story before. Just continue the story.
but you have already added a twist to it. So I appreciate that.
Okay. So she was trying that. She was asking for a price. And they said each hat.
Stop. So she tried all the hats and she was inquiring about the price. So let us continue with yet another Toastmaster. Okay. Do I invite the guest? Is the guest willing to pick up? Any volunteer? You have to just build on the story. Would you like to come?
So as she asking about the price of the hat, the prices are too high that she can't afford. She felt disappointed because she looked very much beautiful when she wore those hats, and now she decided to leave the place because she can't afford it. And she was thinking that she need to save her earnings in order to buy it as soon as possible.
Okay. So she needs to save as so that she can buy it for the future need. Thank you so much. So now I invite Toastmaster DTM Venu. The reason I'm inviting him now is the moment he will start the story, I'm going to give him a change and he has to make a change so that you can observe him. Yes, I think.
Yes, we do all. And she was asking the price. What happened?
Change.
Okay. Now she wanted to get married because she is getting bored. So she proposed to that guy who was selling the hat. And he was readily available because he doesn't have money. He's about to marry her. But at that time, that poor guy didn't realize that he's losing his life as well as his entire stop.
Yeah, stop. Yes. Yes, maybe you can stand in your places also and you can say now. Yes, we can have. Would you be able to take that? So just I need volunteers. For the time being, I don't want to force anyone. Yes. Yeah. You can be there only.
When that his life is gonna end, right? But it's
Pardon, sir?
Not audible.
Okay.
But then suddenly he realized the look she had, like why she was wearing a hat.
Change.
At the same time, he wasn't ready for a marriage life.
Becomes a suicide.
He rather felt rather than marrying, it's better to end his life and he's committed suicide.
Next. So this person has decided to end his life. Who? The shopkeeper. We were talking about the girl. Now we are talking. The focus is on the shopkeeper. And Paul, would you like to join? So you can bring a change now, sir.
She saw him committing suicide and thought about his pathetic situation, and she was wondering why he was doing like that. She doesn't have a clue, and she just ignored him, and she just went away, and she has been doing his routine life. She started to do that, and the guy, foolish guy, committed suicide. It didn't affect her anyway. She is built up with more positive thoughts and energy. So, like,
Then who else? Is any volunteer? Toastmasters or guests? Anyone? So would you like to volunteer? Point the foolish guy committed suicide and she didn't know. And in fact, she became more positive about it.
So that girl used to live his life enjoying his life. And he saw another person, same as that shopkeeper. He's thinking, this guy is that guy committed suicide. He's the same person or not? He again proposes that this guy. He also committed same suicide. So she's thinking that what is the problem with me or that person? That kind of
Stop. So we want somebody to conclude the story. We can't leave it hanging in the air, right?
Let me come and conclude.
Yeah.
Seeing these two people committed because of the girl, I got angry and I murdered the girl.
Anyways, we tried our best to complete the story, and I'm glad that I can see so many people laughing. So, however good the session is or not, it's more important is did it bring smile on your faces, and it has brought it, and I'm very happy with that.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Geeta. Thank you very much. Thank you for the roasting Maria and two suicides. Maria is waiting for all of you all in the cafeteria next door. By the side of her is the two ghosts. So you can have an interaction when you have your high tea this evening. Having said that in a lighter moment, and we are now going into the prepared speech session. As I've told you, we have two speakers this afternoon. The first speaker is going to be Toastmaster Bilal. And Toastmaster Bilal's speech is being evaluated by our distinguished Toastmaster Venu Neelagandan. I request distinguished Toastmaster Venu Neelagandan to please tell us what the objectives that Bilal needs to incorporate in his speech. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Venu Neelagandan. Thank you.
Good evening all. I express to Bilal. Bilal is about to deliver a speech from the project level 5. That's one of the challenging speech. It's all about a long speech. It's a keynote speech. The project objective is the speaker to develop, practice and developing and presenting a longer speech. The timer is not, the time is 18 to 22 minutes. 18 minutes green and 20 minutes amber and 22 minutes red. That's you can do. Thank you.
Thank you.
All the questions.
So now it's time to invite our first speaker, Toastmaster Bilal. Toastmaster Bilal is going to give a speech titled "Why You Should Start a YouTube Channel." Why you should start a YouTube channel, Toastmaster Bilal. All the best, Bilal.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. In next 18 to 22 minutes, I'm going to convince you all to start a YouTube channel. But before I begin, I have a question for you all. I just have one question, but I need 5 different perspectives. You can just respond my question with a word, or it can be a sentence. That is sufficient. So let's start with Lakshmi Narayan. Why do you think people start a YouTube channel?
Become a celebrity.
Okay. Sami, what's your perspective on this?
Own brand building.
Okay. So what's your perspective?
To share their knowledge, to serve the people.
So why do you think? Thanks. Why do you think people start their own YouTube channel?
Becoming popular, getting famous.
Why do you think people? Okay. So we got some different perspectives. Some believe that they should start a YouTube channel to make money, while other people believe that you should start a YouTube channel to showcase your skills. And some people believe that it's to gain popularity and fame. Let me share a very important data with you all. Do you know there are 2 billion active YouTube users in the world in 2023? And it is expected to grow 2.5 billion in 2025. Today, the most admired career among the youngsters is not to become a scientist, doctor, or an engineer anymore. Today, the most admired career among the youngsters is to become a content creator. The reason why anyone should start a YouTube channel is it's really easy to start, helps you reach more people, build a side income, and much, much more. I'm sure that in our Toastmasters Club, we have many entrepreneurs, trainers, and consultants. If you are an entrepreneur, solopreneur, trainer, coach, or consultant, having a YouTube channel could be the easiest way to reach audience for your business and build an extra marketing channel to promote your products and services. Or if you could be someone who just loves to speak and share knowledge and wish to make an impact, then having a YouTube channel would be the easiest way to turn your passion into reality. Now, that being said, let me tell you that having a YouTube channel in 2023 is not an option anymore. It's an opportunity. Why? To understand this, I will talk about 3 reasons, 3 main reasons why people do not start their own YouTube channel. The first common reason why people do not start their own YouTube channel is that they say, I'm busy in my life, I have work, I have priorities, I have responsibilities, I have personal life. It's too much already. I don't have time to make videos. Now, the question here is, do you think people who make videos on YouTube or elsewhere in social media doesn't have any work or personal life? It doesn't matter whether you are in a corporate job or entrepreneurship journey, having a YouTube channel is an opportunity. Why? If you are working hard in your life, you will grow. You will grow at some point in time. But if you learn to share the learnings from this hard work with the world, doesn't matter which sector you are in, the moment you start sharing these learnings with the world, you are building credibility on that niche. Even if you have expertise in Photoshop and you are very good in editing images in Photoshop, start making videos on how to edit images in Photoshop. so that a day will come when people will say that this guy is too good in editing images in Photoshop. So you are building credibility on that niche. Even if you have expertise in doing bridal makeup, start making videos on how to do a makeup so that a day will come and people will recognize you that this woman is too good in doing bridal makeup. So you are building credibility on that niche. If you are someone who says that I have too much of work, I don't have time to make or start a YouTube channel, I must tell you this. Organizations are looking for those people who believe in sharing. Imagine you are going for an interview and they have come across your social media account, say your YouTube channel, and they say, wow, this person is really sharing some good learnings from his life or her life. Now, this social media credibility is not just for trainers, it's not just for coaches, or it's not just for those people who want to become influencers. It's for people like you and me. It's for everyone. You are losing an opportunity if you're not utilizing this. So the first common reason why people do not start their YouTube channel is that they say they are busy. Now the second common reason why people do not start their YouTube channel is that they say, Sharif, I understand the importance of having a YouTube channel. I understand that making videos is important, but I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to add a background music. I don't know how to give an interaction with animations and all those stuff. Then I must tell you this. Remember, only babies are born on this planet. If you believe, yes, I can learn this like any other skill, you can learn it. It's a learnable skill. There are a lot of resources in internet, also in YouTube. There are a lot of applications in Play Store where you can download and you can try to edit and you can learn these things. It's a learnable skill. So the second common reason why people do not start their own YouTube channel is that they say, I don't know. Now, the third common reason why people do not start their own YouTube channel, I think this is very, very important and strong reason why people do not start their own YouTube channel, is that people are lazy. Now, carefully using this word lazy, because people are lazy because they have closed their eyes towards this opportunity that, hey, we live in 21st century where in one click, one video, I can reach millions. There are people who are not only reaching millions, along with that, they're also making millions. So people have closed their eyes towards this opportunity and they don't want to take action in their life. Now, when I say that there are people who are making millions in YouTube, I must tell you this. Don't start a YouTube channel only for money. Because if you don't really love what you do, you'll probably stop doing it at some point in time. That will not be a sustainable option. So don't start a YouTube channel only for money or fame. Even if that happens, it will be for a very short time. Start a YouTube channel about something that you really love to do. It can be about cooking, it can be about gardening, it can be about gaming, it can be about dancing, it can be about singing, it can be about giving a motivational speech. It can be about something that you really love to do, even if there is no camera. With that being said, these are the three common reasons why people do not start their own YouTube channel. Now let me talk about one important reason why you should start a YouTube channel. Do you know why most of us fear public speaking? If you think about the things we fear most, you could probably guess that most of us fear death more than anything else. But we are not like getting up every day thinking about the death. Medical field has identified that there are at least 530 phobias that humans suffer from, out of which the fear of public speaking has been ranked number one, placing above the fear of death and the fear of sickness. According to another research, 50% of people have the fear of public speaking more than the fear of death. That is, if these people are given a choice between dying and to give a speech in public, they could rather prefer to die than to give a speech in public. Strange, right? The one failure which we are extremely frightened of is to give a speech in public and coming across as a moron or just freezing on the spot. I have come across an amazing article today in psychology where it is mentioned that this fear of messing up with public is often hardwired into our genes. Now, for a minute, let's keep the fear of public speaking aside and let's talk about some other fear. Imagine for a moment you have fear of water. How will you get rid of fear of water? The only way to get rid of fear of water is to go on water. Of course, you will take someone's help or under someone's supervision. But the only way to get rid of fear of water is to face water. Imagine for a moment you have fear of heights. How will you get rid of fear of heights? You have to face heights. Of course, you will take someone's help or under someone's supervision. But the only way to get rid of fear of heights is to go on heights. Now, if you have fear of public speaking, the only way to get rid of fear of public speaking is to stand in front of public. But where is the public? Public is busy. It's really difficult to ask 2 or 3 members to stand in front of you so that you can deliver your speech. They are busy in their life. It's even difficult to ask your own family members to sit in front of you so that you can deliver. They are busy with their work. The biggest problem with the fear of public speaking is that even if you decide to get rid of fear of public speaking, public is not available. Like the way water is available, like the way heights are available, the public is not available. So today my suggestions are these 2. Start a YouTube channel, record your speech, upload it. It doesn't matter even if you are getting 100 likes or 100 views. Imagine 100 people are watching you and celebrate it. My second suggestion is that try to join public speaking clubs like Toastmasters, where you can give your speech in front of audience and where you can develop your public speaking skills. With that being said, I must remind you again that having a YouTube channel in 2023 is not an option, it's an opportunity. Now I'm going to answer some common question asked related to YouTube channel. The first thing is eligibility criteria for monetization. Now there could be n number of channels on YouTube, but what is an eligibility criteria to make money on YouTube? So you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in previous 365 days. And that time when you meet this eligibility criteria, you have to apply for monetization. And from that time, whenever someone is watching your video and if there's some ads that appears on your video, you start making money on YouTube. So the second question is how much money you can make on YouTube. Now this depends on different parameters. Say you're starting a YouTube channel in Tamil and you are making videos on Tamil. Now your target audience will be from Tamil Nadu. Most of our audience will be from Tamil Nadu and you get paid in Indian currency. So for each ad it could be 0.20 paise or it can be 0.10 paise. But if you are making videos in English and you target global audience and your videos will be watched in France or Europe or USA, you get paid in their currency. Say someone is watching your video, some ad comes in France, one ad could be like 0.10 euros, and that when converted into Indian money, it makes a huge amount. So we cannot just based on like this video has 1 million views and this video has just 10,000 views. We cannot say that 10,000 views, the video which got less money, because sometimes even the Tamil video, we have many audience in USA. They could be watching the Tamil videos. Like they are from Tamil who migrated to USA. So the second common question is how much you can make on YouTube. It depends on the language you make. It depends on your audience and geography. The third one is common question asked related to YouTube is how you can rank your video in the search. Like someone is searching what is Toastmasters and you have made a video on what is Toastmasters club. Now how you can push your video first in the search result. Now people think that the video which got more views will appear first. It's not like that. There is something called audience retention rate. Now if there is person A and person B is making a video on what is Toastmasters and his video got 1 million views and your video got just 1,000 views, and even your video which got just 1,000 views can rank first. How? there is something called audience retention rate. If someone is watching your video on what is Toastmasters, you need to retain the audience till the end. And all audience are watching your video till the 10th minute. And even though he got 1 million views on what is Toastmasters, but people are just closing the video at the end of 6th minute or 7th minute. In that case, since your video has the audience retention rate, they can retain the audience. YouTube will automatically rank your video first and your video will be shown as a result. So why YouTube does that? Because your video has an audience retention of 10 minutes so that YouTube can earn money by showing 2 or multiple ads because you're able to retain audience till the 10th minute. So this is one thing related to ranking your video at the top. The next question is which language you should choose when you start a YouTube channel. And I always recommend Toastmasters to start a YouTube channel in English because whenever you are giving a prepared speech, you can just use the speech again in YouTube. You can just come here, deliver that speech from your pathways, and you can get your grammar corrected, you can get a timers report and all those stuff, and you can record that video and you can just upload it in YouTube. So that you can gain an international audience and you get paid more. And if you want to, get more local audience, you can make videos in Tamil. The next question is how to gain initial 1,000 subscribers and 2,000 watch hours. Now today you have decided to start a YouTube channel, but how you can gain those initial 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours? It's very difficult to ask your friends to subscribe to your channel, even though they may reply that I have subscribed, but your count would have not gone up. Like it would be in say 100 or 100 and stuff. There is an easy way to gain first 1,000 subscribers. It's by advertising in YouTube. If you are making videos on what is public speaking, you can just utilize a paid ad in YouTube and you can promote this particular video to those people who are interested in public speaking. So someone is searching about a public speaking coach or how to improve public speaking skills, you can promote this particular video to them. So YouTube allows this through in-feed video ads where you can put all those age groups. If you want the target audience to be from 18 to 29, you can even do that. That allows, there is an app called YouTube Ads that's sponsored by YouTube. And you can just use this, but you have to pay some amount for the ads. The next question I have is, since we have more time, the next question is, when you start a YouTube channel, you need to understand the YouTube analytics, like with geography, like when you have, say you have created a YouTube channel, you have 50,000 subscribers. So you need to understand what should be your next video. And YouTube analytics helps you with this. Say you have 50,000 subscribers, out of which 20,000 subscribers are actively searching about like Independence Day, or they are actively searching about some festivals. And those keywords will be displayed to you, and you can make your next video. Since your subscribers are already interested in a particular topic, the next video should target that topic. So you can do that. So there are a lot of online videos again on how to understand YouTube analytics. Then we have a YouTube recommendation system. When you are making a video, you can recommend your other videos as well. Instead of going for ads, when you are making video on what is Toastmasters, and then you have a set of related videos like what is a GE role, what is the vice president, what is the rule of vice president membership, what is the rule of president in the Toastmasters club. You have set of videos. So the what is Toastmasters video, you can just recommend these videos and YouTube allows you that. So that when you are about to complete that eligibility criteria of 4,000 watchers, when you are gaining attention in one video, you can recommend the other videos. Some interested in someone who's about how can already planned the market. Just my channel. So in that way, you can target those audience
Toastmaster Lokesh is going to evaluate Toastmaster Palanisami's speech. He's with us online. Toastmaster Lokesh.
Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Am I audible and visible? Hello.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Thank you. So my target speaker, Toastmaster Palanisami, is attempting level 2, project 2 of the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of the speech is to understand his intentional and unintentional body language and to practice giving a speech by refining his body language. I wish my target speaker all the very best. I have a small request. Could the video be a little bit adjusted to the speaker so that I can like note the body language of the speaker? Because yes, yes, you are clear. Thank you. And please, I request also to unmute the system. Yeah.
Toastmaster Palanisami. Life is because life is in spite of. All the very best. Thank you.
Whether you think you can or if you think you can't, either way, you are right. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. I am from a small village. Because of my financial situation, I was studying in a government school. Even at the age of 15, I did not know about ambition, goal, what should I want to become in life. I was below average in studies, but for a strict teachers, I was a good student. Strict teacher does not mean that those are maybe harsh on you. Only those who used to beat me, I was a very good student for those teachers. Then I was in 10th standard. The quarterly exams were over. Maths teacher given the answer sheet. It was not a proud mark anyway. I scored 27. And when the teacher was about to leave the classroom, my elder sister, she was studying 12th standard in the same school. She came to my classroom, that too, along with her friend. The situation became worse. Since the maths teacher knew my sister, she asked my sister, "What are you doing? Do you know whether your brother is studying well or not?" It was an uncomfortable situation to face. I felt ashamed. More than me, my sister felt ashamed. The very same day, I went to a tuition teacher, a very kind person. I requested him that I want to join the tuition. He said the batches are already full. I pleaded him. I requested that I want to pass the 10th standard, otherwise my life will be spoiled. Seeing me pleading, probably out of empathy, he agreed and he admitted me in the tuition. For the very first time, I decided to be a good student for a friendly teacher. That was the beginning of the positive turning point in my life. Then I significantly improved in my studies. Fast forward few years, I completed my diploma. I was working in a small leather factory. Then, like a movie hero, I was in love with a girl. But the situation was the girl's father was working in a senior position in Indian Postal Department. I'm not a movie hero to impress with the dialogue. So I have to find a way to convince them. Then I decided that I should improve my studies so that I will get a better job. so that the girl's parents will accept us to get married. Because of this only reason, I joined BTech. It is a part-time course in Anna University. I was doing my job in the daytime, in the evening. I used to attend the classes. It was very challenging time. It was even more challenging because it was self-supporting program with higher fees. Financially, it was even more challenging. But somehow I was continuing the things. Then the girl moved to Coimbatore for studies. Like all the movie, there is a situational change. There are some unexpected situations, arguments, and because of both of our ego, the relationship was ended. At the time, I was doing my third year BTech. Can you imagine? The only reason I joined BTech was to study further, get a better job, and only for the girl, to get married the girl. Now that is over. Everything changed. But I continued. I completed my BTech. Then I joined in a multinational company where I worked and progressed further. Then I got married. I have a son who is studying 9th standard. So the point I would like to communicate to my friends and guests, we face many difficulties. The life is not perfect. Probably few got the perfect situation. But we cannot expect a perfect situation to become successful. And we cannot say excuses and reasons why we failed. We should not say, because of this, I failed. In spite of the challenges, in spite of the situations we are in, we have to work hard, continue our journey, and become successful. Thank you.
Toastmaster Sami. So we heard Sami saying how ego has wreaked havoc in his life. I truly believe that the full form for the word ego, anybody can guess what ego stands for? It's edging God out, edging the spirituality out of you. Having said that, we are going into the next very interesting session, which is going to be the education session. Effectiveness of body language in your speaking skills. How important body language is. And we have a person who's well known, who's a champion speaker, champion at the club level, area level, division also. Yeah, division level, both for ISC and PT, and a person who's visiting multiple clubs every week and speaks an education session. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome Toastmaster Perlin.
Good evening, everyone. I hope people online are also able to see me. I hope you are also able to hear me well. Yeah? Perfect. Good evening to those who are online. Hello to everyone, those who are seeing me for the first time. My name is Perlin, and I consider it a joy and a privilege for me to be here. The last time I came to Chennai Toastmasters, I was the SAA for a contest, and now I'm standing here as an education speaker, and I'm truly humbled to be here in the presence of such eminent and seasoned Toastmasters like Teacher Meena, Teacher Venisa, and Toastmaster Shrikant Krishna. And I find it really happy that I'm seeing you for the first time, and Toastmaster Shrikant, I'm seeing him again after my friends. I think you're bumping with each other in many other places. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
No, come on, Chennai Toastmasters. You can do better. Good evening.
Good evening.
There's a lot of noise. We can do better. Good evening.
Good evening.
Brilliant, super. So I have this bad habit of not letting people sit in their places. I think we warmed the seats already enough, so I'm just going to make you all uncomfortable and make you all more out. Okay. So how many of you know about emotions? People who are going for acting classes know what emotions are, right? How many of you know what emotions are? What are emotions? Hello? Feelings, your feelings, something, you get the emotional, all that. Do you sometimes is there anyone who does get emotional?
Toastmasters, only emotion I get is fear.
Yes. Yes, but the only emotion that we get is fear, and Bilal already talked how we should overcome our fear of speaking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass this pouch around. There are, I think I've written 5 emotions in here. So I want each one of you to pick one sheet. Okay? Each sheet will have one emotion. Do not read it out loud. Do not show it to your neighbor. Okay? I want you all to move around and show that emotion on your face and find your group. Find your group. Find the group. So, for instance, if I've written crying here, you have to emote, show your face that you're crying, and find people who got the same chick, same people who got crying. It's not here, okay? Okay, do you get the idea? Yeah? So we'll pass around, right? Let's start from this side. Okay? Yeah. Take one and pass, take one and pass, take one and pass. Online people, this is why you must come here. Do not read it out loud. How much ever best friends you are, do not tell it to your neighbor, okay? Yeah, okay. I think you guys will be very prolific. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys are going to emote. Okay, do not show it to anyone. Okay. Okay, once you got your check, once you know what you have in hand, I think you can start moving. Okay, no verbal communication at all. No verbal, and don't show your chit also. Okay, don't show your chit and make friends. Okay.
How do we make sure we are in the right discussion?
Which is exactly what you have to show it on your face. Okay. No verbal communications. Emote on your face. Okay, if you have got something called as happy, you can show it on your face. Okay, now you have to look at everyone's face. You have no other choice. You have to look at each other's face now. Okay, and find your group and sit with them. Make a circle there. Okay, find your group, sit with them. Make a circle and sit wherever you are. One group can come here, one group can come here. Okay. No verbal communications. No verbal communications. You can take off your mask. People will not be able to see your emotions. Yes. Okay. There's only 6 people can be in a group. So if there's anyone extra, we will know that you are Pongu fight.
Even 4 also Pongu.
No. Yes, 4 also Pongu. Just too much attack.
Yeah, sure.
Guys, yes, good call. Very good. Bilal, are you moving your mouth? Okay, if you found your group, please make your seats there. If you found your groups, please make your seats there. If you found your group, please make your seats there. Okay, yeah. So there are 2 groups formed already. What emotions are you? What is your emotion? Happy. Okay, happy because they found their place. What emotion are you? Okay, okay, come. Yes. Wait. Have you found your people yet? Are you 6 already? No? Are in the tag people participating? Tag? No. So sad, yeah. Okay, what emotion is this? Shy. Okay. You guys, you're nervous? Okay. You're nervous. Okay. where are the other people who are nervous? Please find your seat and please make yourself seat. Again, what emotion is this? You're confident just standing, huh? What is it? Confident. Oh, wow. Very confident. Okay, who are the confident? Okay, how many people are nervous? Five. Good. Okay, so I will start this out. How many people are confident? Four? Five? Okay. Okay, 5 people are frustrated. 5 people are frustrated. 5 people are happy and 5 people are shy. 6 people are shy. No, that is my job. That is my job. How long have you got? How much more time do we have? Time. We got 7 more minutes. All right. Okay, so let's start from how our shy people found each other. So can any one of you show us how shy you were? Can any one of you? Okay. Did you know this? Yeah, that's the maximum share. Okay, Kamakshi, do you want to share?
No, that is how I found that.
Okay, that's how you found that. Okay. Did you know? Can you show us how shy you were?
I was too shy to show the emotions. That's why I
Oh, he was too shy to show his emotions. He cheated. Oh, he cheated. Okay. So now we're going to ask the nervous people. How nervous were you guys? Can you show us? Can anyone? Okay, are you nervous or are you cold? Nervous. Do you want to try? Okay. Do you want to see how nervous they are? Yeah. Okay. I'm getting nervous now. Please sit down. Thank you. Okay. Frustrated people. Can any one of you show us how frustrated you are?
Throw the chair.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Go ahead. You want to try? No, please. Okay. Confident people, do you want to share?
You look people in the eye, and the way you walk.
Well, how did you guys find each other?
Actually,
Oh, okay. And the other three? How did you find that? You didn't find they only told me. Happy people? Simply laughing and going. Happy go lucky.
That is natural.
That was natural. See, many times in life, the emotions that we have inside us will always be shown outside, whether we want to show it or not. See, now they say this forward. Which means the fullness of your heart will show on your face. Right? Yes or no?
Actually, honestly, in Toastmasters only it is not to be.
Okay.
Honestly.
We will work towards that. Many times, what we are trying to communicate or what we say through our lips may not be actually the thing that we are wanting to say from inside. Many times, I've noticed people, when you're having a discussion, that person won't have said anything. But when we are going and talking about that person, we may say, he didn't open his mouth at all. Where he was sitting. What does it imply? It implies that either that person is not interested in that discussion, or that person is having some hidden intention or some hidden agenda. Yes or no? Yeah. Or someone, hey, what do you think about that person? Arrogant? Yeah, calling that person, but what do you think that person is? That person is arrogant, rude, authoritative, but that person wouldn't have meant that at all. Probably that person was more friendly. Probably he was more took liberty with that person. This is how body language affects our daily life. Our everyday life
It's always punctuated with body language. Yes? This is why husbands and wives get into trouble. Yeah, yeah. Those are married. And that's why we make a lot of tons of joke about marriage and family and wives and husbands. Because of body language. But how does this reflect in our speeches in Toastmasters? If you look at contests, we have, especially particularly the IS International Speech Contest, there is a separate criteria for body language itself. Am I right, Teacher Nina? Yeah, there is a specific criteria for body language itself. But what does this body language actually encompass? It has your eye contact, it has your facial expressions, it has your gestures, it has your body posture. How many of you listened to this 22's ISC champion, Toastmaster, DTM Raghavan Sridhar's speech? Did anyone get a chance to witness his speech? Okay, I was there at the awards night, so I saw, and I would hands down
So the same thing is with the anger that we carry with us. It does more harm to us than to the person towards whom we can justify to be angry about. Forgiveness is very important. As Mark Twain said, forgiveness is the fragrance that the violets shed on the field that crushed it. So you need to have forgiveness for you to transcend and to go to the realm of being a person who can live a life beyond limits. So having said this, we are going to the next important session. Today's meeting is the table topics. As I've told you, we have a table topic master online, Toastmaster Renuka. She's going to call any one of us, either present here in the physical meeting or online. Give a topic. You need to speak about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. I request Toastmaster Renuka to conduct the table topic session. Please help me welcome online Toastmaster Renuka.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Hi, very good evening to all the Toastmasters and the guests of the day. Now, it's my responsibility to conduct the table topics where any one of you can volunteer and speak relevant to the topic given on the spot for a minimum of 1 minute to a maximum of 2 minutes to become qualified. Let's get into the topic. Any one of you, for the first topic, any one of you want to volunteer? People on online or offline? Hi, your good name?
Hi, I'm Karthik Krishna.
Hello, Karthik. Hello, Mr. Karthik. Good evening. Here is your topic. A picture is worth than 1,000 words. A picture is worth than 1,000 words.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The topic I've given is picture is worth more than 1,000 words. Yeah, as we said, that's why everyone likes movies more than listening to audios or anything else. Because as humans, the visual thing is much more. It gives more. Gives a better picture of things, and it makes us understand much easier than just explaining for us together. So as we all see, like as I said, like in every movie, even the movie scenes, even after some years together, we will be able to remember that, but which we will not be able to remember when we hear something or something like that. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik. The next one, any next volunteer? Online or offline? Guest?
Yeah, we have
Any
guests
guest?
here.
My name is Ramasubramanian.
Ramachandran.
Ramasubramanian.
Ramasubramanian. Hi, Mr. Ramasubramanian. You're welcome to Toastmasters Club. And what is your formula about happiness? What do you feel about happiness? What gives you happiness? There are so many things like achievement, destiny, goals. There are so many things, compassion, love for happiness.
Good evening, everyone. So the topic which have been given to me is happiness. Happiness varies everyone. So progressively for a kid, just a thought, being with friends, with family, father, mother is happiness. But for a grown-up adult, for MDs of the company, it's not even it's expectation varies. So basically, it's a gap between sorrow or dissatisfaction is the gap between the expectation and the reality. So if we expect less, we can be more happy. So according to me, the happiness is just move along, just the traveling. It's not about the destiny. Just to be in the race itself gives me the happiness. So that could be the philosophical thing. So instead of the achieving things, just travel, just the race to achieve that goal brings us more happiness than the achievement itself. That's what I feel. I enjoy fighting, traveling, accomplishing things. Here I'm fighting communication skills to develop things, but I'm enjoying it because that gives me happiness. That I'm learning something new skill, which I know that is lagging on that, but still gives me the happiness. Thank you.
Thank you. The next volunteer, can I have next one?
Yeah.
My name is Karunaharan.
Karunaharan, hello. Hello, Mr. Karunaharan. May I know your belief about the power of imagination? What do you feel about the power of imagination?
According to me, power of imagination is thinking of where you want to be. We have to imagine things. Then only we can go and achieve for it. Without imagination, we're not able to achieve things. So we have to imagine what we have to be, what we want. According to live a happy future, we have to imagine how the future we have to be and whom we are, whatever the things we want to our family, to us, which makes me happy, which makes happy. To get that, we have to imagine first. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Mr. Karunagaran. Can I have the next one, please? Any Toastmasters or guests? Any non-role players?
I'm Sai.
I'm sorry?
My name is Sai.
Sai. Oh, nice. You are welcome to CTM, Sai. Here is your topic. Cleanliness is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
So I can disagree to it.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't like to keep my room clean. Ever since I was a kid because I like rolling around. Cleaning, I find it very difficult. But I know people who keep their places clean can be productive and all. I think I should start.
What do you disagree?
You wish to go with any other topic?
I'll continue. I think it's too much effort to keep a place clean because if you see go to a forest, it's beautiful, but then it's not clean. There are so many trees. It takes a lot of effort to keep the park clean. So I think it's more tiring. And also, if you keep a building unclean, then it's tough. You can't breathe in that stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, Sai.
Lokesh from online has raised his hand.
Hello, Toastmaster Lokesh. Here is your topic. Hi. Here is your topic. People who lives in glass houses should not throw stones. People who lives in glass houses should not throw stones?
Glass houses. I have not seen a glass house so far. So it's something, a new thing for me. Obviously, if you thrown to a glass, it would break and their home would be destroyed. So you should not throw stones to any glasses. I remember when I was young, I used to play cricket in my street. And when I used to play, I used to hit the ball in many windows which had glasses. I broke many people's glass. And whenever I used to play in the street, people get scared of me. Oh, someone, he's going to break someone's glass today. That's the only thing I can relate by breaking glasses. Because when you play cricket, you feel you play cricket only if you hit sixes and you hit the ball high. If you just play defensively, I feel I'm not playing cricket. So I always used to hit the balls without any constraints, and that would result in this kinds of glass breaking which used to be in the window. And how many of you have played cricket when you were young in the streets? Can I see a raise of hands, please? No one. How many? Okay. Do you still play cricket? Okay. I think
Yeah.
Oh,
we
okay.
see few hands raising, you are not able to see it.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I want to conclude my speech by saying that, these memories of breaking glasses in my childhood is something which I can never forget. And I love those memories where I had broken glasses by playing cricket. Thank you, Table Topic Master, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lokesh. I too have broken some glasses while playing. Thank you. Can I have Nagendra Bharati, sir? Or any one of you? Any volunteer? Any Toastmasters non-role players?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Sir, here is your topic. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Thank you, TT Master, Toastmaster Renuka Parameshwari. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Yes. This talks about the quick decision making. Yes. We should not postpone or procrastinate our action. If we have decided to do something, we have to start it immediately. Whether right or wrong, during the course of that process, we will come to know about the defects, mistakes, and everything. Because after all, mistakes are the stepping stones to success, right? Hence, we have to take immediate step to start the process. Just postponing and procrastinating will not do. Let us start. The pathway is definitely, both roses and thorns are always there in the pathway. Let us not worry about the thorns. Let us remove the thorns from the path, and let us make use of the path to soothe our food and take that first step. Step by step, we will be able to reach our goal. Let it be the sky. We can definitely reach the sky with the steps taken carefully. At the same time, we have to be very, very careful in each and every step. These steps should be very, very cautious and very, very careful steps. If we take those steps like that, definitely whatever we want to achieve, we will be able to achieve. Hence, let us not postpone anything. Let us start, let us learn, and let us achieve whatever we want to achieve. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You are always motivating. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Renuka. Thank you for conducting this wonderful table topic session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Behind schedule. One of the greatest teachers in my life was Nisargadatta Maharaj. He was literally a living saint from Mumbai. He passed away in 1983. Maharaj was asked a question by one of the students that, what is the difference between you? What is that you have in you and what is the difference that I have in me? And he said, why don't you tell me? And the student who asked the question told them, you have love inside you, whereas we have worldly desires. And the Guru, the Maharaj said, even you have that love within you. It is only thing that all of us have, but we are not giving it out to others. So what that truly means is, most of the time, we don't give out love because we have something which is more important in this material world. What better than use an orange as a metaphor? What will you get if you squeeze an orange? I'm just going to take a minute for it. Never, ever. How hard you squeeze, you're not going to get apple juice out of it. You're never going to get grape juice out of it. Take the same metaphor to you. If somebody is angry with you, if somebody has spoken ill about you, what does come out of you? Is anger, hatred, violent attitude, stress, trauma. And that's the reason you need to change that. And you can change it if you want to. Because if you ask me, how does an orange juice get into an orange? I really don't know the answer because I just enjoy the oranges of my life and give the credit to God. So the same thing you have to change. If you can give out love, if you can give out forgiveness, I'm sure you are going to a place where there is beauty. And let me tell you, my dear friends, in that realm of life, you transcend death. The fear of death is gone. Because truly, the greatest fear for anybody is death. So having said this, we are coming to the final segment of this evening's meeting called the general evaluation, which is going to be handled by our general evaluator, DPM Nina John.
Toastmasters and guests. So we come to the important part of Toastmasters meeting. How did I do? What were the project objectives? And did I reach those? So now I would also like to mention that I hope those of you who were here paid close attention to the project objectives when they were there. And when you are voting, try and vote for the best speaker who achieved those objectives. See, the easiest thing in the world is to be carried away by great style and gimmickry and great vocabulary and all of those things. But listen carefully, and that is how you improve your listening skills, your assessment skills, and your evaluation skills. So we start off now with our two evaluators. Our first evaluator for us is WDTM Renu, who will be evaluating the speech by Toastmaster Bila.
Thank you. Good evening once again, and special good evening to my target speaker, Bila. First of all, I want to thank Bilal for such a wonderful workshop. Because the same workshop you are attending somewhere else, you are supposed to pay minimum 1,000 rupees to 3,000 rupees. He gave everything at free of cost. Please do a big job. And usually, generally, our attention span, the audience attention span is maximum 7 minutes. That's why most of the Toastmasters speech are 7 minutes. In the advanced level, when you learn everything, then only you can keep the audience listen up to 18 to 20 minutes. That's why that speech it's about 20 minutes or 18 minutes. So this is a speech all about almost submitting your thesis, PhD thesis. This is a speech that demands you to live beyond your limit. You really succeeded at that because you, throughout the entire speech, you took the audience, you made them listen. Because the way you started the speech is very good. You clearly informed them what I'm going to do. I'm going to persuade you all to start a YouTube channel. And also you asked some questions and got the different perspective of answers from the audience. You captured the audience. So you made them listen. Awesome. And you gave a lot of statistics. And everything was very good. And most of the things were new to us. That made us to listen. That's all you succeeded as a keynote speaker. There is no doubt on it. But again, I'm saying that this is a PhD. Here, what we can improve to make this speech the better one. The first of all, I want to say that you deviated from this subject here and there. Particularly, it's all about how to start a YouTube channel and how to make money or how to start that way of a career like that. But all of a sudden, you went to how to be a good public speaker. Even though you connected with that, but most of the time you were covering how to become a public speaker by attending a Toastmasters meeting and somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. That's not relevant to your topic. And also, you took much time to give reasons for the 3 reasons. That was good, but still you wasted much time. Audience got what you were trying to say. So you need not waste such a time. That's another thing. And second one is, you clearly, first of all, even when you are starting the speech, you made it very clear, I'm going to persuade you guys. That means you are challenging your audience ego. So persuading speech is not easy. It's all Aristotle 3 rhetorical device. Ethos, pathos, logos, right? At least for a few layman's skill, it's a 3C are very important. First, credibility, convince, and convert to your audience. As far as credibility is concerned, who you are, we don't know. You didn't explain anything about who you are, but you gave some ideas. Okay, from that we can understand. Yet, you gave a lot of statistics and articles without mentioning the research. So there you are missing the credibility. So I read that article. That statistic saying that. What statistic? You want proof, right? So that one credibility. Then without credibility, you can't convince or convert your audience. That's all. And again, your body language is good, but for 18-minute speech, you need voice modulation. Your speech was a kind of safe tone. So with that notes, if you improve that, definitely you are going to be a keynote speaker. We are eagerly waiting to hear more speeches. Thank you so much.
A bigger round of applause, please. What is next week? So we move on now to our second evaluator, Toastmaster Lokesh, who is doing his PhD in IIT, and he will deliver it remotely. So Toastmaster Lokesh, can we have you online, please? Yes. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator. So, good evening to one and all present here. There is a proverb in Tamil which says, Al Padi, Adai Padi, which means you are what you are and how you are dressed, which represents the nonverbal communication. In my target speaker speech, my target speaker has focused on giving a speech with refining his body language. So I will now talk about what I liked about the speech and my suggestions. My first commendation to you is that your hand gestures and appearance was good. Your hand gestures accentuated your speech throughout the speech. You had many instances where you used your hand gestures which propelled your speech. For example, you said your teacher was about to hit you when you were young. So you did something like this. And there are many instances where I felt your hand gestures were well synchronized with what you are trying to say. So a big kudos to you. I liked your hand gestures and how you came into the stage. My first suggestion to you is that even though your hand gestures was good, I felt your facial expressions could have been more better. For example, you were talking first about your school days and about your love days, and then you were talking. Your face was still the same. So when you were talking about a certain episode in your life, your face did not resemble that, or it was just the same. I hope you could have seen Kamal Hassan's movies, where he brings a variety of facial expressions when he is in different moods or when he's showing different emotions. So I would challenge you to increase your facial expressions or try to refine your facial expressions next time. My second commendation to you is that I love the stories which you said. I feel you are a natural storyteller and you have an excellent ability to tell stories and write your personal anecdotes. And I would say this is one of the best stories telling I have seen so far. So big kudos to you. And I hope that you again bring out more personal anecdotes and stories which will hook the audience like how you did today. My final suggestion to you is that I felt you could have worked more on your title. When you say like the first impression is the best impression, in a speech, the first impression is your speech title. So try to challenge yourself by keeping a very catchy and a short title. Even though this title is fine, but a catchy and a short title will hook me from the beginning. Having said this, I enjoyed hearing your speech and it was very well done. And I hope that you will continue and give such good speeches in future. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lokesh, for that evaluation. And we move on now to our tag team. So may I request our timer, Toastmaster Vishal, to give us his reports.
Today's timer report. PM Paul Calvin took 1 minute and 13 seconds. PM Palanisamy took 1 minute and 6 seconds. PM Sri Kankuti Krishnan took 4 minutes and 47 minutes. And the DPM Meena John has took 5 minutes. And PM Geeta Shaw has took 9 minutes and 24 seconds. And TM Bilal has took 19 minutes and 38 seconds. TM Srikanth has took 1 minute and 20 seconds. TM Palanisamy has took 5 minutes and 40 seconds. And TM Berlin has took 21 minutes and 19 seconds. So TM Venugas has took 30 minutes and 48 seconds. TM Karthik has took 40 seconds. And the table topics, guest Ram Subramaniam has took 1 minute and 38 seconds. Guest Karnagaran has took 28 seconds. Guest Sai has took 1 minute 17 seconds. TM Lokesh has took 1 minute and 44 seconds. TM Nagendra Bharati has took 1 minute and 28 seconds. TM Srikanth has took 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And evaluators, DTM Venu Nilakandan has took 3 minutes and 26 seconds. And qualified prepared speakers, TM Bilal and TM Palanisamy. And the qualified table topic speakers are guest Ram Subramaniam, guest Karnagaran, guest Sai, TM Lokesh, TM Nagendra Bharati, TM Srikanth. No, actually, Srikanth is not. So, qualified evaluators are DTM Venu, and the second person is not Lokesh. Okay. The second one is TM Lokesh. Yes. So the qualified table topic speakers are guest Rama Subramaniam, guest Karnagaran, guest Sai, Toastmasters Lokesh, Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati, and Toastmaster Sri.
No problem. Just a note to all the guests, this disqualification is a little confusing for those who haven't done it the first time. After every meeting, we have, as you have seen in the voting slips, voting for the best speaker of today, the best table topic speaker of today, and all the other different categories. So all it means is that if you have spoken within the time limit given for you, you are qualified to be voted for as best speaker or best table topic speaker, or whatever it is. It is not a failure, it is not a disqualification for life. It's just for today's meeting and the voting, the qualification. All right, may I request our grammarian, Madam Toastmaster Madhu. Okay. Where's your account? Oh, sorry, I couldn't see you on the side. Okay. So, madam.
Good evening, everyone. So I want to list down about the words which gave the thoughts to the speakers, the thought-provoking ideas behind those speeches. So I would like to initiate with prepared speakers. Mr. Toastmaster Bilal has used the words like frighten, parameters, credibility, and also a phrase called go beyond your limits. So that was a wonderful usage of it.
Put it down, I can see your face on the.
And the next goes to Toastmaster Palanisamy. He used wonderful, words continuously a couple of times during his speeches, pleader, pleading, and so on, and as well as significantly a couple of times. So going back to the table topics, Mr. Ramasubramaniam has used and has really articulated this terminology, this expectation versus reality. So that was a wonderful term. And going back to the, our Toastmaster of the day, Mr. Toastmaster Shrikant. So he has, I was overwhelmed by his, usage of words across his speeches. Whenever the time he had the opportunity to speak. So few of the words are incorporate, wreaked havoc, novel identity, resentment, realm of life. So these are the wonderful things I have observed. And going back to Perlin, and I also admired a lot by her usage of words. So witness, eminent, implies, liberty, contemporary. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Grammarian. So the role of the grammarian is one, of course, to introduce the word of the day and help us appreciate better nuances of the English language and have teach us how to avoid bad usage. So may I request our timer, Toastmaster Akash, to come. Our counter. Sorry, that was a big R. Oops.
Hello, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Now I am sharing the account report. Let me start with Toastmaster Paul Kelvin used 5 times, 1 time. Toastmaster Palanisamy used 1 time. Toastmaster Bilal Sheikh used 1 time, so 1 time, and repeated the listeners 1 time. Toastmaster Guest Kamachi used 3 times. Guest Akash used 3 times, 1 time. Guest Surya used 1 time. Guest Sasidharan used 3 times. Toastmaster Geeta Sharaf used 1 time. Toastmaster Kartik Krishna used 2 times. Toastmaster Karnataka used 2 times. Now I will be sharing the list of members who have not used filler words. Toastmaster Srikanth with good listeners. DTM Nina John, DTM Venu, DTM Lokesh, Toastmaster Berlin PS. Thank you.
So as general moderator, I would like to have a few observations of my own. The first of all is we are happy to see so many guests over here. So please give yourselves a big round of applause. And I'm happy to see some of them are repeat guests, which means you enjoyed last night's meeting and that's why you're here again. So double welcome to you. The meeting went off fairly well. There are certain things that I would feel we need to improve. One of these is the agenda itself. I'm old, actually, I can't read half about it. So can we please have just a plain black and white agenda that we can read without any effort and without all the icons because they're a little confusing and they don't live up to the brand, they don't meet the brand parameters of Toastmasters. So that is one. As CTM, we should have had the gavel being banked over here. That was missing, so that is one. And we started 5 minutes late. When we started Toastmasters, this was our biggest problem. We would start 3 minutes late. I don't know how we were stuck on the 3 minutes for a very long time. Took us a long time to overcome it. Please get back to starting on the dot of time, 4 o'clock. Every single role player has to stick to the schedule. If you are a role player, please shrink your words and ensure that you take a couple of minutes less as Toastmaster of the day or general evaluator or anything else so that the meeting overall runs and ends on time. The Toastmaster must stick to time schedules because you are then respecting other people and ensuring that everything goes to schedule and other people get equal opportunities to speak. So that is one part of the whole thing. I would have appreciated a better, stronger introduction from our education sessionists. And note to education sessionists, please send a bio to speakers the next time because TMOD has to introduce you properly. So you must make sure that you send a bio about what you want covered. Because you have such a glorious history and you've come up to district level, people should know what is your credibility for standing here and speaking. So that is one thing that on both sides, the club should ensure that we get a proper introduction. Speaker should also ensure that we send people. Overall, I think it was a wonderful session. People will have heard a lot and learned a lot from what you said. And overall, I would say we're running a little short of 10. Let me hand it back now to Toastmaster.
Thank you. Banish your doubt, overcome your fear, make forgiveness a way of your life. Let me sum up by quoting Mother Teresa. Just a minute. What a beautiful words that she has spoken. And I quote, people are often unreasonable and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you're kind, people may accuse you of ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you're honest, people may cheat you. Be honest anyway. If you find happiness, people may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today may be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give your best anyway. For you see, in the end, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. Isn't it beautiful words? I think Saint Mother Teresa deserves a big round of applause. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor to host you as today's Toastmaster of the Day. I wish you all the very best and may God bless you with happiness, prosperity, and may the days and the year ahead be one where you become your own miracle worker. Live your life beyond your limits. Thank you very much. And back to the presiding officer.
Thank you. So we are coming to the end of the meeting. I would like to thank the Toastmaster of the Day, Srikanth Krishnan, General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Meena Ma'am, Engagement Speaker, Colin. It's a wonderful session. Thank you. So I would like to recognize the first-time role players. The timer first time was taken by Toastmaster Vishal. All counter Toastmaster Akash. I would like to recognize. Grammarian Toastmaster Mathu. So we are just collecting the ballots. If anyone would like to hand over, please ensure that it is handed over. Yeah. So I would like to call the guests for the feedback. Anyone come and share your feedback. How is the meeting?
Those who didn't speak the first time. Those who didn't speak the first time, or those yes to speak? Those yes who didn't speak.
Yeah, that is good. Those who did not speak in the introduction, can you come forward and share your feedback about the meeting? And finish. Yes. How was the meeting? What do you feel about Toastmasters?
Yeah, so just people expressing what they're going through and trying to get better. And the most simple thing in life is being able to talk in front of people, right? And that's something we all struggle with. And it's just a community trying to get together, help each other out, try to get the confidence and help people in that sense. And that's about it. And I think we're all doing a wonderful job. And I struggle with things myself, like we all do. Like using fillers, using this, using that, and we're just trying to get better at it. So I'm here to do this, and I hope I do something.
Thank you.
Finish.
Those who did not share it initially, can you come forward and share your feedback? Yes.
My friend told me to join this. I came today, but it was the best experience I had. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Yes, Karthik, I'm a freelance writer and I read about 7 stories in Chicken Soup for the Soul books and contributed twice to Monkey Park, Prime Minister's Monkey Park. It was a very wonderful session. Initially, I came 2 years back, but like hesitation is the greatest sin. I could not, like he said, journey of 1,000 miles for the first time. I was hesitating. I didn't want to say I love you or don't say. One saying, put the rose forward. So it was a great session, learning session, intellectually rewarding, and people are full of enthusiasm and helping each other to progress. So I would like to join the club. Thank you.
So that is what the opportunity is here. It is whether we have the willingness to grab it and utilize the opportunity to grow. Because we will be under probably unexpected situations, how we react to it. Because 1 year ago, in any situation, if I was asked to introduce myself, I was not comfortable in doing it. Even just coming forward, sharing my name, what I did or what I'm doing, I was not confident. I started the journey 10 months ago. I have to go long way, but from last year, April till now, at least I have the courage to stand in front of the people and speak. So I would like to request the new joinees, those are already joined recently, to utilize this forum effectively, because if you are not really regular, it is like a driving. You cannot go to a driving school once in a month and learn driving. It is not possible. Public speaking is same. There is a concept called action feeling cycle. Action, what we do, will give a feeling. Based on the feeling only, we will do the next action. If the first thing what we did resulted in a negative feeling, if we are afraid that negative feeling will continue, to erase the negative feeling, we have to do the next action with a better, improved way. Then we will get the next feeling. Probably this will be better feeling. So this is how our mind works. This is how we learn driving. And probably some of you know that some people will be keep on honking while driving. more than accelerator, probably they are using the honk more. Why? Because when they learn driving consciously, they'll be keep on using the honk. So subconscious drive also will do the same. So that way we have different evaluators, including counter and grammarian, making us aware that some of the conscious efforts we need to take to become a better speaker. So I would like to request you all to use this platform effectively. There are many senior Toastmasters to guide us and help us to grow further. So let me wait for a few seconds to get the result and share the results. Yes. Anybody, any doubts, questions? Please feel free to ask. Feedback. Yeah, that's what I already asked. Yes.
You're speaking. Oh, you're 5 seconds here, 5 seconds here, this side, that side. Because two things you have to concentrate.
That is what actually when we are doing the very first time, our effort will be how to remind the topic. Okay, very first topic probably we will not conscious about body language, because even while driving this is the same. We consciously we try to I have to apply the brake, I have to accelerate. There will be a second gap. So when we are giving a first speech, second speech, it is difficult to control the body language because our conscious efforts will be remembering the content and delivering it. But once that phase is over, when we are crossing the efforts necessary to remember the topic, if that phase is over, then the next effort we can take. That is what I am also doing, because this is my 6th speech. I'm not very senior Toastmaster. So I am also taking constant effort while practicing, because I am standing in front of the mirror and trying to. But the level of effort I took, and when I am delivering, I am missing probably 75% part. The reason is, again, it takes time. It is not an overnight thing to do. It takes probably 8 to 10 speeches. So the results. Track team. The best track player is grammarian Toastmaster Mathu. Please. We don't have the certificates today. Congratulations. No, actually, this is table topic speaker. Best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Nagendra Bali. Best role player, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Srikanth Krishna. Best evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster. Best speaker, Toastmaster Zilor. With this, we are coming to the end of the meeting. I officially adjourn the meeting, and we will meet next week at 4 p.m. the same place. Thank you all. Yeah. Please come forward for a group photo. Then we will have refreshments. Yeah, yeah. We have refreshments. It is it.
You can watch if he wants to watch.
I think they are left. Bye then.
Since they all left.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Bye, bye, sir.